music is a bit loud. Alright, hey everybody, hey Luca, welcome back to Rose Guns Days. I know, I'm so sorry, this is the wrong day for Rose Guns Days. But I was feeling really tired yesterday, but at the same time, I didn't want to skip like the day, and I'm feeling just fine right now. So, what do you say we get back into it? Last time. The walls are closing in on Primavera as they prepare for war. And the GDS has found some new clues leading back to Gabriel, but we don't know if it'll be too little too late. Let's get back. This is where we just were. Ah, good work. I thank you for doing a good job. That should eliminate the final element that might cast doubt on those letters.
You look like you think you got the whole world dancing on the palm of your hand.
Did you ever doubt that an orchestra would follow its musical score? You can be so amusing, Phil.
So, you're as self-conceited as all the heavens and the earth.
Of course. I'm not so full of myself as that. Everything's only gone so well because I've had all of you to assist me. You and all the others. Such as that poor Chinese forger.
And you're saying above all, heaven is on your side.
Do you know what tomorrow is? It was October 28th, a Friday. For most people, it would be an average meaningless day, but Butler quickly remembered. Of course, Butler would never forget a date like that, and normally he would have thoroughly prepared for it. Or at least he would have if that incident had never taken place. And if this Gabriel was not the man he was.
It's your birthday, sir.
You have a reputation for preparing truly considerate surprises for your superior officers' birthdays. Do you not? So I am slightly looking forward to what sort of surprise you have for me.
Well, after all, I could hardly match up to your surprises, Major.
Yeah, seriously. True. It is not as though I'm asking you for a birthday present. Ever since I was a child, I never asked to receive what I wanted as a present. I always obtained it for myself. In other words, an extraordinarily lucky day has come for me. So I wanted to mention how good my luck is right now.
Glad to hear it.
Just now, I received word from a friend working in information. He said he'd finished writing up the results of an expert opinion that would convince Richard. He's going to bring it here tomorrow. I was rather forceful about it. I've decided that he should participate in the farce as well. Phil, contact Richard and tell him to come here tomorrow at noon. And tell him we have a very interesting result of our investigation to show him.
Wonder if Richard will dance to your tune.
Ever since that incident, Richard's mind and body have been pushed to the breaking point. Thanks to the letters he had been shown the other day, his head must have thoroughly burned by the swirling magma of anger and revenge. When this analysis result from information became the last straw proving guilt, Richard would fall. The last thread holding his heart in place would be cut, and he'd be thrown out into the wilds like a mad hound thirsting for revenge.
Oh, he will dance. After all, tomorrow is my lucky day. You can be sure that fate will summon a tailwind, pushing in my direction. Which would mean that it isn't your lucky day yet. Besides the elimination of the forger, we received one more report. This one's probably...
Oh, hello, Potato. Welcome to the stream.
an unfavorable wind, I think. So, there was good news and bad news. Let us have it then. What is this bad news for me? We've heard that Yuji's condition has miraculously improved.
Oh, wow, that's a new one. With a squealing of brakes, a luxury car stopped in front of a hospital. Out of it flew Richard and his guards. The guards wore tense expressions, but Richard's face was bright and cheery in contrast. Richard dashed between the solemnly bowing guards lining the hallway near a special hospital room.
Oh, Keith! Is it true that Yuji regained consciousness? Nurse said he opened his eyes for a bit and responded by blinking. How wonderful! Oh, God! Richard's-son, here's the head doctor. Mayogi-san, please be quiet. He's sleeping again. I won't make noise. Might I at least have a look at his face? Please, doctor. Understood. 5 minutes only then. If you're just gonna have a look at his face, you have my approval. You have my gratitude, doctor. You guys wait there. We don't want everyone tramping in around there. Yes, boss.
Keith had already left battalion and was working directly with Richard. At the moment, he was being treated as the de facto boss in charge of guarding Yuji, and had been given subordinates for this task. Ever since that incident, he had borne several heavy burdens. Though his slightly mocking style of speech hadn't changed, he had now gained an aura that no one could deny. The two of them were led to the hospital room. That special hospital room looked like a child's room, lined with the toys Yuji loved, which Keith had brought in. You brought all of this in? I want to lessen the shock for Yuji as much as possible whenever he woke up. Perhaps your efforts were successful. The memories of fun times that permeate these toys have summoned Yuji's soul back to us. Yuji slept on the bed, surrounded by various medical devices and several tubes connecting them to him. It was pitiful to see a body that ought to have died be bound just barely to this world thanks to machines. But even so, he had woken up. Yuji's condition, which had seemed hopeless at first, was now showing signs of a miraculous recovery. The mere fact that he had regained consciousness for a little bit after hovering on the edge of death for so long could be considered a miracle. I didn't do anything major. I'm sure Stella kept him safe. Yes, that must be true.
It truly is a miracle. A miracle brought about by the power of Yuji-kun's desire to live. Can you save him, Doctor? I can't make a prediction yet, but his stamina is recovering satisfactorily. However, the arm that was shot... It's only an arm. That's a cheap price to pay for his life. Even if he's missing an arm, I'll care for him as long as I live and see to it that he isn't inconvenienced. Keith.
I should never have run dressed like this. Why do I have only one outfit? My skirt didn't get flipped out, did it?
Hey, Meryl! You came! Must have had so many customers waiting for y'all. I'm glad you made it.
I am one of Primavera's big executives, right? Despite my screen time! We're talking about Yuji, a boy who might affect the fate of Primavera. Of course I come running! Right now, Primavera could become a demon or a Buddha to a single word from Richard. Would his decisions be made calmly or emotionally? Yuji's condition held the key. So? Is it true that Yuji-kun woke up?
Yeah, just once. They say he blinked.
Is that a good sign? Have they had a rough patch?
According to the doctor, it was a miraculous recovery.
I see. Ah, thank goodness. Meryl crouched down as though the energy had been drained out of her, and she sighed deeply. And with that, Primavera's also gotten past its roughest patch, right? I mean, Rose is gonna wake up, we're gonna cool down, no war with the GDS. Everything will go back to normal. Rose will wake up, and she'll go la-di-da-di-da, let's have all cultural harmony, blah, 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 blah. Right? Right?
Yeah.
With this, Richard would regain some of his composure. No matter how they ended up taking their revenge against the GDS, he wouldn't let his temper get in the way. No matter how well they showed the justice of their cause with the proof, a blind all-out war would deal them massive losses. Taking revenge for murdered family is the one just right, provided by the unwritten rules of the criminal underworld. If they could show enough proof, the bosses of the families in neighboring cities would probably acknowledge Primavera's revenge, offering their support and understanding. If they buried Sons along moats, they could drag him to the negotiation table. After that, they would want to maneuver calmly and intellectually, pushing the blame for this incident on Lee Meiju alone. And when they agreed to let Zalong use Meiju as a lizard's tail, they could ask for Meiju's concessions and call it a huge victory. That would probably make for the most profitable revenge from Primavera's side. However, that would be difficult if Richard remained a slave to his emotions. At any rate, we've avoided getting covered in a shower of blood again.
After all, Stella would never have wanted that.
That's fucking right! Whenever she struck back at someone, she always did it in a sly way that ended up profiting her. And if Richard can just gain his composure, not even if Rose retires, Primavera will hold together.
Yeah. With this, I'm finally relieved too, for the time being. But even if Madame Rose does retire, I'd like to have a proper ceremony for her succession, and make sure nobody fucking snipes her again.
Yeah. Huh. If we can settle this case with Rose and Richard, this might be a good chance for Rose to retire.
Might be. I still can't believe she's worked so hard for this long. Well, anyway, you just worked hard. Now we need Madame Rose to hang in there and recover too.
Yeah. I hope our next bit of good news is Rose's recovery. Everything's coming up, Millhouse! Woo! Which hospital was Rose taken to, by the way? Well, I guess it's a secret, though.
Sorry. She was taken somewhere pretty far away. However, it's a well-outfitted hospital and she's receiving the best treatment possible. With the best guard by her side, of course.
That's a lot of my mind.
Pardon me, Grand Boss. We received a message from Captain Butler requesting that we meet him at Occupying Forces HQ tomorrow. He's gonna give us the total thing to freaking make Richard go to war. Give him a present. Did they get a result from their analysis of those letters? Captain said to say that a truly interesting result came back.
That's a mean way to put it. Just like telling somebody to do something, it's like, hey, what do you want me to do? And they say, come up here first. They're like, no, I want to know what to do. But then they just, he's like, you have to come up to find out. Come on, just tell us it. Fucking American Idol bullshit. Couldn't he just say if they were fake or not?
All right then. Anyway, we don't need to worry now. Right now, Richard should be capable of making a calm decision.
On this most anxious of nights, the day before the culprit's identity is at last revealed, Yuji-kun miraculously recovered. It's gotta be Stella protecting us.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
In that case, I'll have to ask Stella and Evan to do a bit more work and give Rose a miracle too. Time to get crunk. Woo! A gruesome incident and Stella's death. It was such a shocking case, but Primavera was managing to somehow remain calm.
Is that true? Young Yuji has without a doubt. Yes, they say his condition improved miraculously. We've checked with several nurses.
I checked too. Even Richard was ecstatic, calling it a miraculous recovery.
I see. Then this is good news.
To Meiju, Yuji's condition recovering was good news. Though there was no chance of his arm recovering, he had supposedly held on to his life.
I see. Even if something happens to Madame Rose, as long as young Yuji is safe, Richard should make a clear-headed decision and not want to kill us all. I hope Richard isn't fooled by Jin Wang Yong's forgery, but... Richard is a moneylender. And he had gained wealth by making deals with our countrymen. I'm sure everything will go completely fine. Knock on wood. As long as he has regained his composure, I'm certain he will see through this forgery. But even so, that only shifts us from black to grey. He'll probably require a lot of time and effort to regain our former relationship. But even so, this is news worth celebrating.
The incident had been like a massive gust of unfavorable wind to the GTS. However, high tides eventually lower, and a sliver of moon always becomes full again. The relationship between the GTS and Primavera would remain explosive as always. However, this was surely a sign that it would become possible for them to have a dialogue again. And for some reason, that wasn't the only bit of good news. Oh, wow. Somebody wake up the doctor! Helen is... Meishui dashed through the hallway looking flustered. She was panicked as though Alan's condition had suddenly worsened, but her face suggested something different.
Wake the doctor. What is it, Meishui?
Alan, his eyes! When they dashed into the room, Alan was lying on the bed, his eyes slightly open. He must have been swimming in an ocean of nightmares. His whole face was covered in sweat. However, when he saw Meishui, the corner of his mouth rose weakly, forming a smile. Alan! Do you recognize me? Do you recognize me? Yeah, I swear if you fucking have amnesia. No words came out, but it felt as though he was trying hard to answer Mei Shui. Before long, the doctor clambered in. Then he took Alan's pulse and measured his temperature, hurriedly checking Alan's condition in various ways.
Huh.
What's Alan's condition, doctor?
Nothing's wrong. I'm surprised he made it back alive.
Oh, thank goodness! Alan!
Hey now, Yuki-chan. That's a bit bold when everyone's looking.
Shut up! I haven't made out with you long enough! Alan had clearly spoken. He took on his usual tone, but the words were slightly slurred. However, you could feel the powerful glint in his eye, the kind only held by people with a strong will to live. He complained of being hungry and boldly asked for a hamburger. Of course, they turned him down, but when they said he could eat as much rice porridge as he liked, he laughed while his stomach rumbled. Mei Shui quickly ordered a whole pot of Chinese porridge from a nearby store.
Hell yeah! Back from the dead.
By the time that hunger-inducing scent came drifting in, Alan had changed clothes, because we couldn't have a sprite for him in the bedclothes, and had even recovered enough to worry about his personal appearance. The porridge isn't going anywhere! Try and eat a little more calmly!
Oh, it's going somewhere. You went like a beast, brawler.
Though he slept for several days, he has had nothing to eat. It's only natural.
Did I really sleep that long? Wow, so you're Lee Meiju's sister? Holy fuck, I guess that means the relations between the Primavera and the GDS are better than ever, right? Right? Why is everyone staring at me like that?
That's right. Today's Thursday, October 27th, 1965. What? Just kidding. Can you tell the time? It's already night.
A Thursday? Oh wait, seriously? I slept for 4 whole days?
How do you feel? Does it hurt anywhere?
My skin feels stiff, but it doesn't hurt at all. Did they use one of those secret 1,000-year-old Chinese recipes?
Yeah, something like that. At the word Chinese, Mei Shui's smile darkened a little. Even Alan was probably starting to realize that she was actually Chinese. I'm sorry, Alan. I wasn't exactly tricking you, but rather not telling you the truth.
There's none to apologize for. I was tricking you too. If anything, I'm impressed.
Impressed?
After all, you spoke Japanese so well that even a Japanese man like me didn't think it was strange. I'm impressed. You're as talented as I knew you were.
I was sure you distanced yourself from me when you heard I was Chinese.
I love you, Yuki-chan. I didn't fall in love because you were Japanese.
But didn't you say that Japanese and Chinese couldn't get along?
And anyway, I'm the one who has to apologize to you.
For what?
I'm, not the normal man you think I am. I'm one of those mafia guys you hate. You know Primavera, right? I got a violent job there. A violent job that you would never respect me for. I kept quiet too, thinking about if you ever found out. You'd never meet with me again. Alan Kuhn is a Primavera underling.
Hello, Mirage, welcome to the stream.
When a fight breaks out in a bar, he intervenes, and he sometimes has to force the customers to leave. When that happens, fists tend to fly.
Alan had survived such a large gunfight all on his own. There was no way he was a normal person. Lee Major had probably investigated him at once. Of course he did. And he must have learned Alan's identity. However, Meiju hadn't mentioned it in front of his sister. Makes sense. Alan realized that this thoughtfulness meant he owed Meiju big time. In other words, you're a bar bodyguard. A bodyguard. I figured it was something like that. I guessed that when I saw your worn fists. But I understand that you just get drunk to leave so that other customers can have a good time. People like me don't like seeing things as ugly as drunk customers fighting each other. But because we have someone around to do that dirty job, we're able to enjoy ourselves there. Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. Brother's job is another matter. I'll accept your job, but that doesn't mean I accept what my brother does!
My.
Alan, let me introduce you again. This is my big brother, Lee Meiju.
I doubt there's anyone in Primavera who doesn't know about you. I have no intention of accepting your relationship with my sister, but you do have my gratitude with regards to the recent incident. However, I hope you don't forget the favor I've done for you. Sheesh, you drive a hard bargain. In truth, I would like to have a long conversation, just the two of us, but the current situation is tense, for lack of a better term. During the 4 days you slept, the situation between your group and ours has changed dramatically. Wow, so we're even better friends? No. Oh. Well, Japan's whole world changed in a single day when the disaster hit. I've been out for 4 whole days. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me the moon got cut in half. No, Gurren Lagann has not awakened.
Meiju and Meishui told Alan about what had happened between the GDS and Primavera during those 4 days. That Madame Rose had been shot, and no one knew if she was alive or dead. That one of Primavera's major execs, Stella Mayogi, was dead. That Eugene Mayogi, who was practically her and Richard's son, had been terribly injured. And that rumors were going around claiming that the GDS was behind it all. And also that the shock of all this had made Richard lose his ability to make calm decisions, which might spark a revenge feud.
However, tonight, we received 2 bits of good news. The first is that young Yuji has shown a miraculous recovery. The consigliere's kid, huh? I think I remember hearing that Keith played with him a lot. Indeed. That is the second bit of good fortune. Your partner, Keith Kisaragi, has been selected to serve at Richard's side. It should be possible for you to go through Keith and speak with Richard directly. Keith. I want you to aid us in solving this misunderstanding or we're all going to hell. I'll give you a handwritten letter from me. I ask that you hand it to Richard directly. Do not pass go, do not collect $200 directly. And if possible, I would like for you to tell him from your own lips that the GDS does not want a feud and we did not shoot his sister and his freaking son. Seriously, I could not stress that point enough.
Brother Alan only just got better! Wait until he's gotten his strength back before talking to him about this.
No. I realize that we've got to hurry.
Alan's neck swayed. Now that he was fully seemed to have been hit by a wave of drowsiness. It may have been a side effect of the oral medicine prescribed by the doctor just now. Anyway, let's leave the rest for tomorrow. As for tonight, get some sleep, Alan. Even I'd like some time to digest a miracle of you waking up.
Sorry, Yuki-chan. Oh, sleep.
The moment after he said that, his breathing growing deeper, he was already asleep. However, he wore the expression of a peaceful, sleeping child with a full stomach. Meishui gently pulled a blanket over him. Then she looked up at the ceiling and thanked the god she believed in. In the heavens far beyond that ceiling, she truly felt as though something like an angel had blessed her. Ironic. Surely, when faced with the blessings of a real angel, the evil deeds of a fallen angel would be blown away. Alan and Yuji miraculously recovered. If there really was an angel in City 23, it must have been smiling that night. The next morning, further good news arrived. Yuji had fully awoken and was even able to engage in conversation.
Yuji! See, Yuji-kun? Papa's here. Oh, Yuji!
This emotional reunion has even the nurses crying. Yuji's expression was still weak, but there was a definite smile there. His stamina had decreased too, and there were still marks left from surgery, and he could barely move at all. But he could now follow Richard with his eyes, and talk and respond to people. I gotta read Oliverage's comment. Like Yuji says, it was the goddamn Americans! It certainly was sad to see him there, covered with bandages and tubes. But neither Richard nor Keith could have asked for more. Yeah, this seems like things are going way too well all of a sudden. Ooh, yeah, something bad I think is gonna happen soon. I'm hungry. Want to eat more?
Ah, I see. So you're eating.
Come on, Yuji-kun. Say ah. Yuji had been in the middle of eating. Keith scooped up applesauce with a spoon and carried it over to Yuji's mouth. Even though he'd had an IV, it seemed he couldn't be satisfied with an empty stomach. Yuji didn't like fruits very much, but it seemed he couldn't win against the hunger and he chewed silently. To Richard, it was a reunion so moving he wanted to hug Yuji right away. Oh, hello, Burn Castle. Welcome to the stream. Yep. Oh, yeah. I totally agree with Luca, Potato, and Burn Castle. Like, something bad is going to happen. Because Gabriel's going to lose. And we all know, like, what Gabriel's past is. That his sister was killed by a mafia dude in the hospital. And the irony of him doing that to Yuji would just be, like, ridiculous. So that might happen. Or at least he might try. Oh, God. However, Yuji was more focused on the next bite of food. Was that bluntness particular to small children irritating, or was it nostalgic? A little bit of both. Richard couldn't help but feel the tears welling up.
Hey there, how you doing, Yuji-kun? Grand Boss, you're too loud. Cyrus, I'm glad you came. See, Yuji, Uncle Cyrus is here to visit you. When I heard you weren't doing so good, I brought you an incredible get-well present. See? It's that pudding you all love so much. Incredible, Grand Boss. Didn't know you knew what Yuji-kun liked. Oh, don't take me lightly, boy. I've even been pissed on when changing Yuji-kun's diapers. That takes me back. It feels like so long ago. And this pudding's really expensive. Pretty cool, Grand Boss. Well, I had one of the young ones take a spin out to Yokohama to get it. You think I would take my time to do that? Look, here's some insanely expensive pudding. Gunther Morozov, is it? Isn't that a bit too expensive? I was thinking that was how great a day this is. Did I make a mistake? That's the Grand Boss for you. You know how it is. Haha, he may not look it, but he's always been a subtly considerate man. Cyrus, it's just as you say. There could be no happier day than this. Everything is coming up, Millhouse. Hey there, Yuji! I've got pudding, and it's expensive enough to make your eyes pop. Pudding, pudding.
Oh, that's you saying that.
I was seeing the word hurt until a second ago, but he seems to be in high spirits now. Pudding of a pain, is it?
Richard laughed cheerfully at Yuji's bold hunger. Watching this, Cyrus is even more relieved. Today they were being called to the occupying forces HQ. Most likely they would be shown analysis results proving that the GDS had indeed been responsible for the crime. It would become certain that Meiju had betrayed them after their long acquaintanceship, which would probably be a considerable shock. However, it was alright. As he was now, Richard could probably overcome Stella's death completely and make a clear-minded decision. Oh God! Oh God, that's a very ominous line. Oh God. Oh no. Oh God, that's really ominous. Now that pudding, his favorite, was here, Yuji had no more interest to spare for his applesauce. As Keith grinned wryly, Richard nodded to him with a smile.
No helping it, I guess. Okay, let's have some pudding.
Yay! I'm worried about that too, Hollow Mirage. Gabriel might poison him. Oh my God. What if he puts it in the pudding and he thinks that Cyrus... Oh God. Maybe he gotten a bit too excited. His wound cramped up and Yuji hung his head moaning. As though noticing this, a nurse came in. A bit earlier, they had given medicine to stop the pain. She's probably also coming to switch his IVs. Oh God. This is all super ominous. Oh God. Oh God.
No medicine. Pudding.
Yuji's dislike of medicine was genuine. Whenever he caught a cold, they always had to fight to make him take his medicine. Yep, that's definitely true.
That's no good. You gotta take your medicine. You said it hurt a little while ago, right?
Pudding. Yeah.
Keith told him the pudding wouldn't run away. But Yuji apparently thought it would.
Hey now, I'm not letting y'all off that easy. Bad kids who don't take their medicine don't get pudding. But good kids who do take their medicine do get to eat Uncle Cyrus's pudding. That came out wrong.
Yuji raised his voice unhappily. That unreasonableness was very nostalgic.
Yuji, take your medicine. If you do, then we'll all eat pudding together.
Yuji's whims, his raised voice, all of it was so familiar. It's part of an everyday life that they had thought had been cruelly smashed and lost forever. Oh, God. If only one more person were here. Richard looked up at the ceiling, moved to tears. Both Keith and Cyrus knew whose face Richard was remembering.
She's here too, boss.
Huh? You can see her too, Grandboss? I didn't know you had it in you.
Don't mock me, boy. Even I can be at least this delicate.
I wonder if they almost intended him to have a southern accent because he talks like that.
Stella's here too. Richard's the only one who can't see her. He doesn't believe in magic. He has the anti-magic toxin inside him.
Richard's son, haven't you noticed? She's been here this whole time.
Don't make fun of me, you two. No, you're right. She's here. Stella's right here.
Oh no! Oh no! Mama? Oh God! Fuck! Since everyone said she was here, even though Yuji couldn't see her, he looked all around. Oh God! Oh no! However, of course, he couldn't spot Stella. He didn't even know that she had been welcomed into heaven. Yuji-kun, Stella's here too.
Mama?
She's here. Stella is. She'll never leave your side. Oh God, why are you telling him this now? While he still couldn't find Stella after looking around, Yuji's interest returned to his pudding. Oh, thank God. A child's attention span. Young kids really are abrupt enough to draw a bitter smile. But that's okay. It was okay for his mind to be absorbed in pudding now. Eventually, the day would probably come and he would be forced to accept Stella's death. However, that wasn't needed today. Today, just need to feel being alive, to love, to enjoy himself. It's very ominous. However, they apparently wouldn't be able to see that smile of his unless they gave him pudding. He had a tantrum as usual over not wanting medicine. However, when he finally understood that he'd be able to eat pudding if he took his medicine, he reluctantly agreed. Will you take your medicine now? It's still hard for a 2-year-old to take an oral medicine. However, when he measured the bitter taste against the pudding, he eventually came to a decision on his own. He had always refused that medicine, no matter how often Stella told him to take it. Even if they tried to trick him by putting in snacks or juice, he never drank it. And now he had decided to take it on his own, though with the lure of pudding for help. Even lying in a hospital bed looking so pathetic, the small child was growing. Keith and Richard were certain. They needed to protect this child's future. For that reason, they couldn't let Stella's death be in vain. Yuji grabbed the small tablet he'd been given, looking unhappily. He had only moved one arm, so it looked like it'd be a little tricky to drink it and then grab the water cup Keith was holding. After a little bit of confusion, he readied himself with an exaggerated breath. To him, this was as tense as preparing for a death-defying tightrope walk. That childish drama was pretty funny, and some of the nurses laughed a little. However, this was a trial, and it was growth. Seeing this happen to one of their future countrymen made life worth living. Cyrus handed out pudding to everyone. When Yuji overcame the trial in front of him, everyone was pretty putting together. With that mood set, Yuji was finally encouraged to take the plunge. You took the medicine by yourself. That's great, Yuji-kun.
You did it well. I'm sure Mama will praise you.
I know.
Okay, time for your reward. Here's yours, Yuji. Richard, you all should eat well too and store up some energy for your brain. But of course, I must receive the Major's analysis results, and I'll probably have to work out a plan of action. Think you'll be able to stay cool? If I said my emotions had all returned to zero, well, then I would probably be lying. However, I have no intention of aggravating matters more than they have already been. Starting a feud with the GDS would only leave an unneeded source of trouble in the future for Yuji and the others, after all. So, you're finally back to the old Richard. However, I need to see to it that full responsibility is taken, so that Stella's death doesn't have to be in vain.
Hey, Yuji-kun. Pudding time. Say ah.
Pudding.
He gotten too excited and coughed, spitting out the pudding in his mouth.
Yuji, calm down a little.
Hey, you are calm. Papa's pretty mean, huh? Oh, God.
It go down his windpipe?
It's mean to laugh. Come on, careful now. I knew it. Oh, God. We knew it was coming.
Didn't I tell you, Richard, that we will become comrades? Comrades bearing the same pain.
I fucking knew it!
These hidden medicines of China are truly remarkable. Even poison simply used to kill someone come in an unbelievably wide variety. That's right. Just like words of love.
You're talking about that stuff you got from the Bashan Bon geezer?
Yes. Though he demanded quite a hefty sum of money.
It's all taxpayer money anyway. It's not like your wallet's gonna suffer.
It's a fitting expense to punish demons. The taxpayers ought to be happy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yuji writhed in agony, blowing bubbles, his eyes white. Oh my god. Blood vessels all over his body grew black and puffy right before their eyes. Eventually, bubbles of blood started shooting out of his mouth and nose. Oh my god. What a horrific scene. Oh god. Spattering blood from red dots in his pure white bandages and sheets. I woke up before his walk into the street.
Yuji! 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 Yuji!
Doctor, what are you doing? Help Yuji! Quickly!
It's poison! He's been poisoned!
We can see that! Save Yuji-kun quickly! Quickly! Keith called out Yuji's name, holding his body. At Richard's side, the pudding of love slowly fell to the floor. Splat. Flesh-colored and red-brown splashes flew everywhere.
If the poison only killed, it wouldn't fetch so high a price. The poison we ordered always kills rapidly. And it kills in the most brutal, terrifying, painful, agonizing way. After all, we're punishing evil. If they die in their sleep, they won't have time to remember the people they tormented and killed.
And so, Richard was forced to watch as his beloved son was burned from the inside and swelled up as he scattered pus while dying in agony. And all of this as his own face was covered with the splashing blood.
Didn't I tell you? Today is my birthday. My lucky day.
Oh my god. I was waiting for something. I was waiting for it. Just because of, like, the scene was going, like, in detail over something utterly mundane as him taking the medicine, and I was just waiting for it. Oh god. Like, and all these freaking ominous phrases. Oh god. Oh god.
Information department confirms that these letters are genuine, and that they were written by Lee Meiju himself. Also, could you show him that? Yes, sir. Mr. Saimura, take this, please.
The man from the information department opened a different file. In it, a picture of a gruesome, difficult-to-look-at corpse was bound to something like a medical chart.
Oh, it looks identical, doesn't it?
It contained an autopsy picture of a man who had died spurting blood, with all of his blood vessels raised in black. That method of dying. Nothing's gonna stop the war now. What the fuck is gonna happen? God. We need Leo. We need Leo. There could be no doubt that it was the same gruesome way Yuji had died. Now nothing Lee Meiju or even Alan does or says is gonna stop this. Alan is gonna have to choose sides. Oh God. 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 I think we might even get a scene where Alan and Keith fight each other. Oh my God. We need Leo. The only one who could stop this is Leo. There could be no doubt that it was the same gruesome way Yuji had died. According to what was written, it was a terrifying poison going around the Chinatown underworld. Its most important characteristics were that it brought certain death and hellish pain. The latter quality is what led people to choose this particular poison. In other words, it suggested that the existence of someone filled with a pure black hate that went beyond mere killing intent. There was a list of families thought to possess that poison, which included the GDS.
That's no good. After this, even I can't take it anymore. Who would take a poison that kills you so gruesomely and give it to a young child who just returned from the brink of death? How can a fiend like that ever be forgiven? Huh?
I read those documents too. I hear it's a terrifying poison. My chest tightens, just thinking about young Yuji dying in such pain. Gabriel's words, which seemed sympathetic, gouged themselves into Keith's chest from the most merciless angle. Without a doubt, he is the most evil of all the bosses, fitting for the final boss. Keith, with an expression as pained as though someone had stuck a knife in his chest, screamed.
Lee Meiju! How could you do this to Yuji-kun? You demon!
Keith, a man who seemed so easygoing, who never showed any extreme emotion or an expression twisted like a demon's. His expression brought terror even to Cyrus. Farewell to La Vie en Rose. And yeah, I think we're gonna get a scene where Alan and Keith fight each other. Another scene we might get where Lee Meiju confronts Gabriel, but I think he might get defeated. Hello, Yas, welcome to the stream. Once again, Richard was in the hospital's underground morgue. The first time he had come with Stella, who had been shot through the skull. This time he was with Yuji, who had burned from the inside, his lungs drowning in his own blood and vomit, dying in agony. Richard had lost his last blood relative who had survived the great disaster. And he had watched as his last relative suffered, spattering blood onto his face. There was a light knock at the door. The only ones allowed in were people bringing messages from Keith, who had gone with Cyrus to the occupying forces HQ.
There was a call from Keith Cohn at the Occupying Forces HQ.
James approached him and whispered something short into his ear, following a message that the analysis results had turned up positive. Of course they had. At this point. That was what Richard had predicted. So he only gave a small nod in response. Then James whispered into his ear once more. This time the message was a little longer. It was about a poison which caused the same symptoms as what Yuji had suffered. And also that the GDS was one of the organizations in possession of it. I think he already knew that.
I see. Thank you. Tell those two to hurry back. We must consider our next moves. We cannot simply cry and give up. Yes.
James had thought Richard would be more visibly upset. No, he's beyond it. He's beyond it now. He is just resigned. He's gonna go down fighting. He pictured himself flying into a rage or howling while chewing apart his lower lip. However, Richard was unexpectedly quiet. And yet, James felt it was much more eerie this way.
I'll, be waiting outside. No, I'll be there soon. Please ready your car. Are you sure? Don't you want to say your farewells a little longer? I'll be outside, waiting. Yuji. I see. So that's how it was after all. Yuji. Papa was wrong. Trying to protect the future for our countrymen. And our countrymen of the future was wrong, after all. Thank you, Yuji. You taught me that at the cost of your life. Our methods were mistaken. Rose's methods were mistaken.
Oh boy. Rose had likened Primavera to an eggshell to protect the weak Japanese people as they grew. She said it would protect them until the day they gained the strength to diligently apply themselves and coexist with foreigners. Rose's end goal was coexistence between the Japanese and foreigners. Seeing Japan, which was no longer the sole domain of the Japanese after the loss in the war, she thought that was the right future to shoot for. However, didn't Primavera exist for the purpose of protecting her Japanese countrymen? Was it really enough for them to be just a shell to protect the Japanese until they grew? Furthermore, it wasn't as though the shell was impenetrable. They had been attacked in the form of the Soy Sauce War and they lost Stella, even Yuji. The eggshell wasn't even functioning as a shell. Does there exist anything as weak as an egg? When looking at the natural world, nothing comes close to an egg when it comes to powerlessness and being used by other animals as a source of nutrients. That's why eggs need parents to protect them. That's right. It isn't a shell that will protect our weak countrymen. They need parents. When he realized this, Richard felt his respect for Rose wane for the first time. And he clearly thought of Rose as immature. He wasn't trying to belittle her. It was simply a matter of life experience. Rose was certainly a person of character, proclaiming wonderful ideals. However, she had never given birth to a child nor raised one. Rose had never become a parent. That was why she spoke of a shell to protect her countrymen. Shells can only protect. They can't hurt anyone. They can't even hurt enemies.
I see. This is thinking of a woman who wants to be loved by everyone. But for a parent protecting a child, cheap talk isn't enough. For their child's sake, they had to be willing to make an enemy out of anyone. And they needed to be cunning enough to bow their heads, even to an enemy from yesterday. Rose probably felt that she was prepared to dirty her hands in that way. However, all parents with children are prepared to do far more than that. Rose was naive. She believed peace meant not hurting anyone. That's why she could speak such nonsense about shells. And that's wrong. Peace is established by getting your hands dirty, getting hurt while repelling foreign enemies. You achieve peace by removing foreign enemies, either by defeating them or by making them fear enough that they can't attack you. To reach that state, you need to dirty your hands in the truest sense, and fight in a very literal sense. Rose was naive. Rose was wrong. It was only natural. She'd never become anyone's parent, so I can tell. This is a philosophical state I have reached, after having a child, raising him, and losing him. And strangely enough, the answer was the one Rose hated most. The most violent and simple ideology.
Ah, fuck.
Whoa! Dang. That's a schnazzy suit.
Protecting our countrymen does not mean protecting the people behind our backs as though we were a shell. We protect them by defeating the enemies, pointing knives at our countrymen before they attack.
This is some very Saconia stuff here. Once again, strangely enough, that had been Father Caleb's theory. Protecting people does not mean standing tall with them at your backs. It means defeating enemies that would harm them with your own hands.
Madame Rose thought we could coexist with Chinatown. However, that was an illusion.
And he gets a new theme, too.
Chinatown, which continues to encroach into our city and expand, is not something that can be coexisted with. If we stand around, we'll be whittled away and destroyed. Just as they chase us out of their cities. We must chase them out of their cities, our cities.
God damn it.
Standing right here, right now, I announce the creation of a new Primavera family. Primavera will remain as an organization to protect our countrymen. However, the way we protect will be to dirty our hands in the truest sense. To fight, literally. To cut a way through the thorny path. Our methods will be completely different from those used in the past. We aren't an eggshell anymore. We have already broken out and scattered. Today, we've been born from the egg to spread our wings and receive new life. The society of mutual support between countrymen that Madame Rose had hoped for the purpose of making that ideal a reality. I, Richard Miyagi, announce the birth of a new Primavera!
Oh boy. On that day, Richard made this announcement in front of the emergency summon board of the highest execs and all the crew bosses. In practical terms, he was announcing that Madame Rose would be a symbolic leader, and he, Richard Miyagi, would take actual power. And he made clear in their change of focus from an eggshell to wings spread to threaten our enemies. Yep, all the freaking old enemies that they've collected here. Richard's assumption of actual power and change in the organization's focus were welcomed with applause by the powerful execs such as James and Maurice. Even Cyrus approved of it all, thinking there was no helping it now that it had gotten to this point. At this time, Wayne, the highest exec in the Pro-Rose camp, was away from Tokyo serving as their guard. So we only heard by phone that Richard had announced an emergency situation following Yuji's poisoning and the determination that GDS was the culprit. Since it was clear that Rose couldn't take the lead on this matter, it was only natural that Richard represent her. Wayne didn't show any particular interest. He was even happy that Rose had been freed from the troubles of City 23 for a while. As far as he knew, Richard was only acting as Rose's temporary representative in response to this crisis. However, by Meryl's prediction, this wouldn't be temporary. Stella was dead and Rose was out of the picture. Even Meryl was busy keeping the ladies of the evening together, so she couldn't get any more involved. In other words, all women had been completely removed from Primavera, an organization originally created for the ladies of the evening. Men and women only get along because they're aware of each other. If one gender becomes too prominent, it becomes easier for the organization to experience drastic changes. That was Meryl's theory. That was why in the past, a women-only organization like Primavera welcomed the addition of Richard. Meryl was completely certain that Primavera would be reborn as something totally different, starting on this day. And she realized that it might go in a different direction than one that Rose wanted. However, earlier on, she had made an oath with Wayne to start living wisely. And for that reason, at least on the outside, she also applauded Richard's speech.
Yeah, boy! We're gonna become a mean green fun machine! Woo! Richard! Yeah! That's what I'm seeing on the outside. Party time, Primavera.
Pain of heart will go on. Oh boy. I think that could have been less awkwardly translated as heartache will go on. After that, Richard called Cyrus, Keith, and Maurice to his office. In other words, these were now the most important execs in the reborn Primavera, and that chapter titles did not seem very optimistic. When the door was closed, the noise of the other execs was cut off, and silence fell again.
Hey, Maurice. Have a seat.
Yes, boss. So, you called me in first. Well, I guess as much.
Consigliere. We're all in here. Yuji's funeral is set to take place the day after tomorrow, alongside Stella's public funeral. Preparations has all been made. Please leave everything to us and rest. That's not what Stella and Yuji-kun would want. We've got to inherit and carry the burdens they bore. True, we don't have time to rest. That's right. We aren't allowed to rest. We've got to fight right now for the sake of our countrymen.
Are we gonna do it, Consigliere?
Apparently Maurice's instincts had been keener. Richard had probably already told Keith his aide, and the glint in their eyes made it clear what they wanted to talk about.
Normally, I'd like to ask you to calm down a bit first, but I think we need y'all to be not calm today. However, I'm sorry, but this one's even got me mad as hell. You can't do that to kids. Can't be tolerated. Stella, Yuji, Rose. They keep going after women and children. They're absolute brutes. The other execs are livid too. Today you can mobilize them however you want it. If we're gonna do it, we gotta go all out. Mobilizing so we know we'll win even before it starts. It's a funeral war. And there ought to be all sorts of people who want to crush the GDS. There's so many lines of Castiglione. We should be able to gather lots of troops.
That'll take too long.
Makes sense. If we take too long mobilizing forces, they'll catch wind of it and move first. So, are you saying we should let him have it all on our own? Give me 2 days and I can gather a minimum quota of troops. Perfect. Selling you just funerals in 2 days.
Hello, T. I'm so sorry. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I said it a while ago because I felt really bad that I wasn't streaming yesterday, and I want to keep up with RGD. I'm so glad because I feel just fine now, so I wasn't feeling too well yesterday.
Telling you just funerals in 2 days. You'll plan and over up incense and then head straight down to fat.
It's the other way around, boss. Yep. They're gonna be like the funeral offering, the GDS. We aren't gonna fight after offering incense. We gotta bring Lee Meiju's head to lay on the altar. Whoa!
Are y'all insane?
Oh, I'm perfectly sane. I don't even need 2 days to ready my gun and pull the trigger.
Richard, I want to hear from your lips. Lee Meiju and Sons along. We will make them pay. Pay with their lives.
I think I know what's gonna happen here. Is that Keith is gonna almost snipe Lee Meiju, but then he's gonna see Alan with him, and he's gonna be like, what the fuck?
There can be no doubt that Yuji's death was caused by the poison of our countrymen. Oh boy, everything's really coming up Millhouse. It's a poison with very distinctive symptoms. Richard and the others are most likely aware of this.
There can be no doubt. It must be someone of the Elder faction we chased out. It was my belief that nearly all of them had perished. However, I may have been slightly too merciful. But from the Japanese perspective, both we and those of the Elder faction are still members of the GDS, and Chinese. All we can hope to do is clean up our own mess by our own responsibility, to show our sincerity.
Phew. There is just one bit of good news. I have managed to make contact with Richard. For all the good that will do.
Regardless of the contents of that conversation, simply having made contact is good news. So, what did Richard say?
The recent incident was surely a strategy, set up by someone to have Primavera and the GDS eliminate each other. I will pretend to have believed that. I'll act as though we have been successfully deceived by their scheme.
Oh no! Oh no!
Richard has regained much of his cool-headedness. Oh, thank God. I totally won't be sniped now. Perhaps the death of young Yuji surpassed the level of a shock and actually helped him to think more clearly. Ha 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 ha. He showed his understanding of my claims, realized that this must be a scheme of someone hoping to topple us both. Clearly, even though I am a mafia executive, I have never watched a mafia movie before. I would like to use those 2 deaths as an opportunity to reconfirm our mutual friendship and discuss the future. And totally not plan to kill you. By saying this, they will be unable to refuse the invitation. What do you say we call this a red funeral, for the traditional Chinese wedding colors? By saying this, we will be unable to refuse the invitation.
Let us humbly accept. Let us show our heartfelt condolences for their 2 losses and share in their pain. It's impressive that they have managed to regain their composure amidst all this misfortune, when one might expect them to be bound by hatred. By the way, Lee Meiju, I have also never watched a mafia movie. I know, right? Isn't it weird? I guess it's like, when actors don't usually watch movies. It's just, when you're in the thing, do you really feel the need to actually watch, like, a thing based on it when you're actually living it? I know, right? Richard Mayogi, you truly are an enlightened ruler.
They seem quite relieved to hear that I didn't suspect the GDS. Ha 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 ha! I would like to display our unchanging friendship with the GDS at the combined funeral the day after tomorrow, so I wish to meet with you tomorrow. I've realized that you must be busy, but would you be willing to come by along with Sons Along? Ha 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 ha! When I made that offer, they agreed immediately. What idiots!
Tomorrow, is it? It may be sudden, but we cannot refuse.
Yes, and it will be our first top-level meeting with the new Primavera. I have a good feeling.
Cancel all of my appointments tomorrow. There is nothing more important than reestablishing our friendship with him.
So, you were able to lure out both Meiju and the young lord? That's incredible! And you're planning to have Keith finish them both off?
As long as I can get them both within my line of fire, I'll definitely finish them off.
It'll be a double kill, then a running riot. Killionaire rampage. So, it all depends on location.
That isn't a problem. Keith and I have already decided together.
The location of our talk is not to be Club Primavera.
Correct. Since both sides are equal in our relationship, they said they wanted to meet at a neutral location. Can you believe what luck?
That's quite considerate of them. I salute them. This is the spot. It's a small Chinese restaurant, halfway between Chinatown and Club Primavera. It's a dining hall aimed at various members of the general public. The shopkeeper and the hostess are an international Japanese-Chinese marriage.
I see. Sounds like a good omen for Sino-Japanese relations. Not bad. If a sniper set up camp in this area, the street in front of the restaurant will be completely within his line of fire.
It was a perfect place for an ambush by a sniper like Keith. Sons Along would probably show up in a bulletproof limo and wouldn't get out until he was right in front of the restaurant. However, if Keith set up a camp on the roof with a view of that street, His target would be perfectly in line with Keith's scope the moment he got out of the car.
But we got 2 targets. Will it really work out?
We will make it work. So I'm not worried at all.
I will go out into the street first, welcome them, and offer to shake their hands.
Clever. If Richard's there to welcome them, they'll be forced to get out of the car and stop. There's no way the young lord will leave the car while Mage is still inside all by himself.
The distance is 300 meters. I'll definitely finish off both Meiju and Zalong.
Still, it's not like I'm suddenly chickening out. But will it really work? Will that fancy Major really wipe our asses for us?
I just got off a phone call with the Major. He said he'd use his authority to handle everything. He's my best friend.
He's like us. We can trust him totally and completely with our lives.
Even if the sniping works, will the GDS really just give up with their 2 heads taken out?
As for that, we have already gone through the Major to obtain promises of assistance from the former elders who were chased out of the GDS. They will recapture the GDS as soon as Zalong and Meiju fall.
Even the other GDS execs don't know about Zalong and Meiju's secret conversations. In other words, their underlings think that incident really was caused by a third party.
So, to fool your enemies, you got to start by fooling your friends, is it?
We will take advantage of that. A third party targeted us during our talks. If we push a story like that, the GDS won't come looking for us to blame.
That's an interesting picture y'all drawn up. But how are you going to make it look like some third party did the sniping? If only the young lord and Meiju get neatly taken out, I doubt they'll believe it.
That's the important part. The story won't work unless Richard's son is attacked. I'll shoot him in the leg or some shit. So, we need the plot to include an attack against the car Richard's son is in.
A car containing a body double, which we prepared out of caution, will be attacked on the way to the restaurant. According to the plot, I will have entered the restaurant long before the meeting, thus escaping the danger.
I see, you really thought this through. Will that really work out? Last time, those guys started a massive gunfight that dragged in tons of people. Just to make it look though Major's little sister got attacked. I doubt you'll be able to mimic them by ordinary means.
In that case, we merely have to do the same as they did.
Wait, you mean?
My double and his guards will be attacked. And that attack will be on the same scale as the one that made Stella against Stella and the others.
They used the word double, but that didn't mean grass growing on the side of the road. Someone would have to fill that role. And since he was supposed to be a top member of the organization, he would need a considerable number of guards. These people would need to be hit by an attack on the same scale as the last one. And a considerable number would have to die. Jeez! Holy shit, they're gonna sacrifice their own people for this.
Are you all planning? Sacrifice members of Primavera?
I doubt we'll ever fool them unless we do. And if they suspect us, it'll turn into a massive feud involving the GDS and Bashanbong.
If that happens, a lot more people are gonna die, huh? Human sacrifices, is it?
Having the courage to fight means being unafraid to make sacrifices. Correct? And those who offer their lives to Primavera have sworn that they are prepared to die for their countrymen. Correct?
Dang. Oh my god. We need Leo. We're not getting out of this without Leo. Oh my god. To think such terrifying words would ever come from Richard's mouth. Because Cyrus had known him since they were kids. He couldn't help but bite his lower lip, stunned speechless.
You probably think me heartless. However, this is all to protect our countrymen. Fighting means to be unafraid of sacrifices. If everyone avoids self-sacrifice and fears fighting, then nothing will remain. All will be destroyed.
Yeah. You're right.
Even I am fully aware of the inhumanity of this plan. However, they were the ones who first took such inhumane measures. We must defeat them now. They'll probably continue to attack our countrymen through inhumane means.
Not a single incident left over 100 people dead or wounded. All their families are facing a sadness no lesser or greater than the sadness of losing Stella and Yuji-kun.
Will y'all be able to say the same thing? The body double and the guards are going to become human sacrifices?
That's different, Cyrus. Though we gather under Primavera, we all swear to continue fighting to protect our countrymen. It's a soldier's job to give his life to protect the women and children back home.
I care not if you denounce me as inhumane. I have no one left whose opinion I care about. After all, I am already prepared to battle to the great evil that threatens my countrymen, even if it means getting wounded.
Well, I can understand why you aren't convinced. Your grand boss is a soft-hearted man, after all.
Don't take me lightly, boy.
Cyrus left out a deep sigh and stood by the window, his back to them. He generally leaned towards a sympathetic approach. However, he also understood the cold-bloodedness of war.
I'll leave it to Maurice to select a team. He's got that Okanoga face. He's really a specialist at this kind of thing. Yes, boss. However, avoid selecting the people with families, if it's at all possible. Leave it to me. Lightening the psychological burden for you is also part of my job.
To this former major who had been feared like a reaper on the battlefield, even Cyrus apparently looked naive. Maurice, understanding the reason he had been summoned here, rose to his feet.
Maurice? As Cyrus said, be considerate when selecting a team. When their job is done, see to it that they are rewarded graciously, regardless of whether they live or die.
Yes, boss. Please leave the rest to me.
Thank you. I knew I could rely on you.
And I'll be on my way. Starts tomorrow. There's no time.
Oh my god. We need Leo. We really need Leo. Oh god.
Ever since the Caleb era, I've always taken time to carefully prepare for big plans and spoil success. As a man with all that experience, I say that your strategy for tomorrow feels too rushed. Since the time of Stella's death, Major Cabaraya must have predicted that I would take revenge sooner or later. So ever since that time, he had been making preparations for it.
You know, I'm not sure I like that. Someone started cooking for me before I even made my order. Even I would hesitate to stick my chopsticks into it.
It's just good fortune. Gabriel Caparaya is such a great person for both of us. The Major wants us to use us indirectly to take revenge. And we couldn't help our revenge without the Major's help.
It's specifically because our aims coincide that we are able to move so quickly.
I see. After all, when someone arranges a free set meal for lunch, they make everything in advance even though you don't order.
Who the heck, Grand Boss? That sounds totally cool.
To us, there was simply a decision to be made. However, to the Major, this is a carefully prepared revenge drama.
The Major wrote the script. Now all we need is the actors.
I don't like dancing to someone else's script.
Cyrus was about to say that, but stopped. Spending time preparing is not always the best option. A commander must also be quick to seize opportunities. If they wasted time preparing, the enemy would catch on to their plans. So a sneak attack that seemed hasty even to them might be successful.
There ain't nothing so reassuring in this City 23 as having the Major back us.
Yes.
Yeah, we might not give it another chance with everything arranged so perfectly.
Cyrus, please handle security at the location of our talk tomorrow. I don't intend to create more victims than are necessary.
Fear not.
To fool your enemy, you must first fool your friends.
Seriously, Berncastle.
We are simply borrowing the same tactic. We'll erase Sons Along and Lee Meiju, making it look like an attack by a third party that doesn't exist. In order to form a united front against that third party, we'll repair our relationship with the new GDS, controlled by the Council of Elders. The entire plot has already been drawn up.
If we're using a plot you've drawn up entirely by yourself, I had no complaints.
Do you have an objection?
Of course not. Can't allow the GDS to continue to act so arrogantly. If only y'all ever regain your composure, Richard, I'd be satisfied.
I am composed. That is why I won't let this once-in-a-lifetime chance slip by. The more time we waste, the more the GDS will be able to cover up that incident. And the surrounding family's motivation to assist us will decrease drastically.
As they say, you gotta strike while the iron is hot.
Exactly, my boy. If we let this chance slip by, we'll never get another opportunity to snipe the prudent Lee Major and Sons Along at the same time.
Understood. I wonder if it'll really work.
It will. After all, they believe I will clean up after them. I wonder what Gabriel is really gonna do. Gabriel had explained to Richard that the former GDS elders would take action, so this wouldn't result in a feud. However, that was just a promise of words and a lie. After all, those former elders had already been eliminated in the utmost secrecy. Oh boy. So the GDS will be headless. If the young lord and Meiji were sniped, the GDS would be left in absolute chaos. It'd be easy to convince them that this crime was committed by Primavera, who mistakenly believed the GDS to be the culprits of the prior incident. All that remained was for the massive feud to come crashing down like a pack of snow. It's gonna be Alan who puts a monkey wrench in these plans, I bet. Revenge sparks revenge, and a rain of blood, a storm of blood will probably blow through. And that was the bloody revenge Gabriel desired. Oh, Liz, father, mother. The time is almost here. Very soon, the demons of the earth will receive their divine punishment.
Tomorrow at noon it is, then. I will notify the young lord. Please give Mr. Sunsalong my regards, Matey-san. Of course. Is something the matter? I must apologize for misjudging you. The young lord has said the same. At tomorrow's meeting, he will publicly apologize to you directly. Probably. Apologize for what?
After killing Stella, after killing Yuji, what are you trying to apologize for now?
We didn't think you were a man capable of making such composed and rational decisions. And this, even though your heart must have been torn in two by the incidents with Stella-san and Yuji-kun.
Richard's boiling emotions caught in his throat. It was a good thing this was over the phone. Though it didn't show in his voice, the look of a demon was clearly visible in his face. He desperately swallowed it down and worked to make at least his voice sound composed.
At this time, with Madame Rose absent, it is only natural that I keep my composure. You are a dragon. I have no choice but to respect you. Instead of being bewildered by false rumors, you've endured the misfortune brought upon those close to you and made a clear-headed decision. The GDS sincerely welcomes your wise decision and offers you unlimited respect. My. I never thought I'd hear that coming from you. I'm so embarrassed, I wish I had a hole to crawl into. And separate from that, we owe Primavera with regards to one more matter. Oh, what could that be? My little sister's life was saved by one of your men. Alan Aramaki-kun. He's the young man working for Primavera and a battalion. Perhaps you know him.
Keith had told Richard that Alan had probably got involved in the incident and died. Now Alan's name had appeared at a strange time.
I'm glad you were able to protect Meishui-san. Alan-kun is currently recuperating with us. His physical condition is almost completely recovered. I hope we will be able to return him home tomorrow at the earliest. Huh. My. So you even looked after his wounds.
Yeah, he's probably not going to tell Keith this. Keith was waiting, prepared to take on a big job the following day. He had been burning with a quiet blue flame of anger precisely because he had lost Alan along with Stella. If Keith learned that Alan had been kept safe in Chinatown, it might easily shake him, yeah. No, but it was possible Alan was a traitor. Or this could just be a show to make it look like the GDS wasn't the culprit. Huh. So is this a cheap rendition of Romeo and Juliet? Richard responded non-committally and set down the receiver. Pardon me. Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt you on the phone?
No. A call just ended. What is it?
Marie-san said he wanted to meet regarding tomorrow's battle policies.
I see. Call Maurice in.
Richard didn't tell him yet. Of course he wouldn't. He's not going to shake him up the day before a battle. He kept the information that Alan was alive locked in his chest. Oh my god! What? The wandering dogs are involved? I swear, if they die, oh my god, there will be hell to pay. No, 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 no. Oh god, no, 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 no. I do not want them involved. No, 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 no. No! Oh god, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Do not get them involved. Do not. I fucking swear. You better not get my babies involved in this. No, 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 no. Please, no, 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 no. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, I'm so nervous. All bets are off. We're at the end chapter of the story. People can die. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Shit, I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. I am just way too worried. I do not want the wandering dogs involved in any way. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
All of us wild dogs are investigating at once. I can't believe we still haven't turned up anything. Damn it! It's unbelievable how little information there is out there. DES must have called in killers from some far-off countryside. But they didn't act as though they were unfamiliar with this location. Even if the attackers themselves were outsiders, the one pulling the strings must have been from somewhere near City 23. Yeah, probably. There's no info from Chinatown either. I can't believe we hadn't found any clues, despite all of us gathering together. Ah, we need Zell. Damn it. Since Wayne-san's gone, I wanted to succeed in some big achievement and surprise him. I want a big achievement. I remember being like you one long ago in the previous story arc. I want to show Wayne-san that we aren't cowards, even when he's not around. Right, Oliver?
Oh god, wait a minute, I just realized. The wandering dogs are orphans, aren't they? Oh no. Oh God. Oh no. No. No, 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 no. 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 No! Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If Maurice selects them. Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. Eden was waiting outside a city 23 acting as Madame Rosa's guard. The young wild dogs are all in high spirits. These young people who especially want to earn a name for themselves while Wayne was away focus all their efforts on the current mission, information gathering. No! No! No!
Hey there, brats. Want to die? You seem pretty charged up for this time of day.
Maurice-san, hey! Good evening, Maurice-san. Not giving us a suicide mission, I hope. Oh.
Battalion, Primavera's most powerful fighting force, was a crew much admired by young men who respected talent with guns and fist fighting. Its boss, Maurice, was a subject of a different sort of respect than the kind they felt for Wayne. Maurice slapped the young men on the shoulder, joining them at their table.
That's a lot of passion for this hour. You're just itching to pull off some achievements while Wayne is away, aren't you?
Here we go. Now time for persona music.
We're always starving and hoping to become wolves. We'll show Aniki Wayne that we can handle the big jobs.
You wouldn't be a man any other way. Achievements make a man bigger. Just like Oliver there. Cheers the achiever responsible for the great victory in the Soy Sauce War.
Thank you very much.
Now, achievements make a man bigger. They'll change you as a person, change your life, and change your fortune. Anyone who isn't after respect isn't a man. That's why Oliver here is a man.
No one would ever say it now, but they all knew that Oliver had once been an outsider. However, in the Soy Sauce War, he'd taken a huge role in earning the respect, even of Wayne and the consigliere. Oh God, oh no, oh no! But even ever since then, Oliver had been treated differently. And these days, he felt conspicuously as a man working at Wayne's side. Achievements will change you as a person, change your life, and change your fortune. Those words of Maurice made the young men gulp.
What do you say? This may be a bit sudden, but
Oh no.
is anyone interested in taking on a huge job?
No! No, 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 no! Saturday, October 29th, 1949. Weather overcast. 91, what, fuck. Temperature, I don't care. According to the record, the clear skies were gone and cool weather came on pleasant chill. At noon in a Chinese restaurant for the general public, Longao. Primavera and the GS were to have a top-level discussion. Normally it would be impossible for such discussion to read on shut to their notice. However, due to the content circumstance surrounding each party, this meeting had been hastily arranged to demonstrate their friendly relations both internally and externally before tomorrow's funeral. Both parties were on guard against possible attacks by the mysterious fourth and last incident. For that reason, a circle of approximately 200 meters was drawn around the restaurant and split into northern and southern halves, with each party providing security to their half. Keith's sniping position was 300 meters back, outside of the guarded area. Keith had been waiting on the roof of this building since the previous night. We're already here, oh God. However, even for Keith, with all his battlefield experience, lying in wait like this on his own was a first. It's cold, Helen. Can't believe it's so incredibly cold this morning. Just because you aren't here. Please don't even use the word cold unless it's sub-zero. It was a line Keith had said many times. But right now, as he warmed his frigid hands with his breath, he looked just like a kid crouching under the eaves of a house on a snowy day. Do you really have to go back? I'm sure it's still dangerous out in the city. If you stay here, brother can keep protecting you. You'll be safe.
I'm glad you feel that way. But I want to take a trip back and visit my partner. After all, I haven't contacted him once since that day. I think he might think I've already kicked the bucket. And then he might go totally insane. And we don't want that to happen. And I've got that important mission your brother gave me.
Oh god. Is everybody gonna fucking die? Oh my god. God, we need Leo, we need Leo, we need Leo. Since Meiju and Richard had established contact, there was no longer any need for Alan to hand over a handwritten letter. However, as a person who engaged with the enemy directly, he had to let Primavera know that he would have died if the GDS hadn't saved him. Apparently, the general public was whispering that the attack on Lee Meishui had been faked, so that the GDS wouldn't be suspected. That was impossible. Alan could tell, as someone who had faced off against them and exchanged fire with them, the enemy had been serious. Yuki-chan only escaped harm by coincidence. If a single stray bullet or ricochet gone in a slightly different direction, she would have been wounded fatally. No one would ever shoot like that in a fake attack. Of course, it wasn't inconceivable that Lee Meiju was a man cold enough to sacrifice his own sister. However, after watching the siblings talk to each other these days, that thought had vanished from Alan's mind. Lee Meiju adored his sister, his only blood relative beyond all reason.
If I had failed to protect Yuki-chan,
He might have lost his mind to rage, starting a feud in City 23, the likes of which has never been seen before.
in that sense, by protecting you, Meishui, Alan Kun has protected this city.
Brother!
Richard overcame the death of young Yuji, became a dragon and returned, and he's totally fine, and he is not going to kill me and the young lord. He is now a person I could fight alongside, and I am certain we will overcome this hardship. Oh God, I am just burying my own grave, aren't I? And this was all made possible thanks to Alan Kun.
Meiji-san. Oh my god. The one way that they would avoid being sniped is if Alan came with them in the limousine.
At some other time, I would like to introduce you to Richard again. You and my sister may form the bridge that connects China and Japan.
Hino, brother! Please don't start dragging us into politics.
No, I don't mind. Just feels right, you know? Romeo and Juliet and all that. And anyway, if we're formed a bridge, that sort of implies you're accepting a relationship, doesn't it, brother? Brother, is it?
Yes, Luca. He was apparently quite uncomfortable being called brother by anyone but his little sister. But going by their relationships, that might be what it meant in the future. You're right. If you'll accept Alan, it should be alright to consider helping you.
I will accept him, but perhaps we should discuss his manner of addressing me. How about honored brother? Or something like that.
Nothing to discuss! If we get married, you'll be his brother-in-law, so there's nothing wrong with that at all!
Yuki-chan, aren't you getting a bit ahead of yourself?
What? Are you saying you don't want to marry me? I can guarantee that as long as you live, until they close the lid on your fucking coffin, you'll never find a more attractive woman than me.
Both. The car is ready. I see. I mustn't keep the young lord waiting. Time to go.
You're leaving for the meeting with Primavera.
That's right. Never before have I felt my heart race this much while preparing to meet Richard.
Oh God. Is he gonna die like this without even fighting? Oh God.
If you leave a man be for 3 days, you shouldn't be surprised if he comes back transformed. The typo there. That man has become a magnificent dragon. Oh God. Alan Kuhn, when your strength is back, I'll introduce you to Richard. Of course, I also plan to tell him at length about your efforts at today's meeting.
Now I'm kind of embarrassed. Everything's gonna go great. Everything's coming up.
No, don't use that phrase. It went badly last time.
Boss, we had better.
I'll be off then.
Good luck. The war is over and done with. Go and end your war too, as fast as you can.
Indeed. You are correct. Let's have Alan Kuhn join us for dinner.
Oh, oh God. Oh God, he's really gonna die, isn't he? Oh my God, this is the end of Lee Meiju, isn't it? Oh my God.
I'll serve some of my favorite drinks.
Oh God, he's really gonna die, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Burncastle Ryukishi loves heavy foreshadowing. This is just like with Yuji all over again.
Thank you very much. I look forward to it.
See you later, brother.
Sure.
No, I am not tired at all, Luca. Rest assured, I'm gonna finish up the scene. Meiji turned his back casually, as though planning to see them again soon. Meishui sent him off without any special emotion or behavior. Well, oh, okay, so you're just gonna say it. You're just gonna say it outright, eh? Wow. Most likely, neither of them could have predicted that this would be their final farewell. Oh, God. Wow. There's a red truth for you. Meiju disappeared out the door, without looking back at his little sister's face even once. Just gonna straight up spoil it. Fine. Fucking hell.
Hey there, Brawler. Glad to see you doing well.
Oh, it's you. I just couldn't manage to die. Anyway, I thought this before, but your Japanese really is good.
This time you start learning Chinese now. You'll have to learn all the tones, which is really, really fucking hard. I look forward to the day when we can brawl together in Chinese. Yeah, that doesn't sound half bad. We should celebrate your recovery in some bar someday. Celebrate the way we know best. Yeah!
Let's raise a glass and a fist. The two of them bump fists and smile daringly. This Chinese man also happened to be one of Meiji's guards. Alan was very familiar with his strength and resilience. He knew this was a pleasant man who enjoyed drinking and brawling without even any feelings of resentment. I'm surprised. You knew it?
Well, we're basically brawling, drinking buddies.
I'm glad. Even though you said all those things, you still had a Chinese friend back then.
That was thoughtless of me. I'll never say it again.
I was thoughtless too. There's a lot of things we think about the Japanese, but there's nothing to be gained by saying them out loud. I won't say things that don't need to be said. I think that's necessary for being to be truly cosmopolitan.
Yeah, because you never know who might be listening. Okay then.
I'll take you home in my car.
Really? That's a big help.
I'm getting kind of nervous. Going for a ride in your car. Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Really? Well, I'm getting pretty nervous. Since I've never been to your house before. Oh, God.
Whoa! My room's filled with dirty laundry. Oh, crap. Don't go in there.
Oh, you. Oh, no. Oh, God. No! Oliver! I hear you got selected for a huge job today.
Quiet, fool. You're too loud.
Oh, no. He's gonna be with the one of the ones guarding. Oh, God, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, God, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. A line of cars is waiting in front of Club Primavera. There's a procession of Richard's guards about to enter the meeting place. However, Richard himself had already arrived there. He completed his move early that morning in absolute secrecy. There was something Oliver and the others didn't know. Where's Charles? Still, it's pretty rare. You know, the wild dog getting someone to guard the consigliere. Oh, no, no!
Well, there's going to be a vital meeting today. Those crews of veterans like Battalion are up to their eyeballs to strengthen the perimeter around the meeting place.
Oh, really? So you're just here because they couldn't find anyone better?
Don't be a fool. Maurice-san recommended us himself.
Oh, God, I can't do this. Maurice-san did! Holy crap, that's awesome! Oh, God, no, no, no. Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no. Oh, God, no, no. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 please, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. No, no, no.
I'm sure it's thanks to Zell. Our contributions during the soy sauce war must have brought us more fortune.
After all, we technically won Madame Rose's poisonal god for a bit.
They probably took notice of our keen senses when we prevented that attack in Sheba, and that's why I've been selected to be the consigliere's guard.
Yeah, that incident.
Yes, it's true that wasn't a real accomplishment of ours.
Yeah. That was, you know.
However,
Is Charles here? Maybe he might at least live. Oh, God.
if the same thing happens again, this time we'll prevent it with our real strength.
Oh, God. No, no. No, no, no.
We'll prove to Zelda that we can do it.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You guys who read this before fucking knew this was gonna happen, didn't you? Oh, God. The mastermind behind the recent incident was still unknown. It was very possible that they would try to attack today's meeting. He wanted to prove the wandering dog's true power in himself by preventing such an attack before it happened. Fucking hell! No!
Back then we got discouraged and lamented when we discovered how big achievement was all a setup. When Zell saw that, it must have wounded her deeply too. We were so shallow then, and the only way to make up for our sin is to prove our talents are real.
Is Charles here or not?
Oliver, the consigliere's here. We're heading out.
With tense faces, the young wild dogs formed defensive lines around the consigliere and out of the cars.
What is it?
No, it's nothing. It's my imagination. Okay, that's right. Charles is with James now. But it's still, oh god. It wasn't Richard, it was a body double. Just a man of a very similar build. Wearing the same clothes as Richard. However, except for Oliver and Nina, none of the people here had seen the consigliere's face up close. So none of them realized this was a body double. For a moment, Nina felt something was off. Before that suspicion grew into certainty, the double disappeared into the car.
Okay, see you later.
Yeah, take care. No! No! It isn't a god's job to fight up any mantics. It's the job to make the enemy hesitate to attack in the first place.
That's what Zell said, isn't it? Though, unless they do attack, it won't be any fun.
No!
Okay, the consigliere's aboard. We're off, the League of Gods down. Here's our chance to let everyone know the name of the wild dogs. Give it all you've got.
Take care. I know you'll never lose anyone, Oliver. Oh, God.
Young lord, I'm here to pick you up.
Thank you. I'm sorry my final preparations ran long. By the way, our defenses are at full strength, correct?
We've thoroughly secured the area around the restaurant, with the assistance of Primavera's elites. The car will stop in front of the restaurant, so you must enter the restaurant quickly.
I understand. Stop saying restaurant. After all, I wouldn't want to stand around in an area with such good ventilation during a period like this.
If the enemy is plotting to take both organizations out, they will certainly try to launch an attack today.
If it were possible, I would have liked to delay this meeting to a safer time. But there's no helping it. However, I'm certain that today's meeting is worth the risk.
Until you enter the tiger's den, you cannot catch its cub, yes? Young lord, sorry to keep you waiting. The man has arrived.
Pardon me, Major. I'm gonna need a little more time. The term Chinese restaurant has a refined ring to it, but the locals thought of this as merely a place to eat Chinese food. Long ago, the meeting for the discussion between top members of both parties today was such a small, mismatched establishment. All the neighboring stores on that street had been closed temporarily. Though the other streets were so bustling around noon, this one street was silent and filled with an intimidating atmosphere. The surrounding area was secured by GDS elites in the north and Primavera elites in the south. The entrance to the street had been barricaded by cars just in case to prevent an enemy raid.
We will protect the safety of this meeting no matter what. Please consider yourself safe. The world at large must say that we're on bad terms, but we are friends. Friendship between China and Japan.
It's coming in here, you'll say that.
I just received word that the car carrying the young lord is now on its way.
Oh, that's so. Regis car should start soon too.
I truly look forward to seeing Consigliere Richard Mayogi.
Normally, whenever men of the GDS saw members of Primavera, they threatened them. However, today's GDS seemed like an entirely different people, well disciplined and almost unpleasantly friendly. The Apollo received strict orders from Sun Zilong not to damage Primavera's mood.
Pardon me. Consigliere's procession has left Primavera.
I see.
Only Cyrus knew that it was a procession for the body double. No procession of human sacrifices. The real Richard was waiting in the basement of the building next to the restaurant.
Consigliere, the procession has left Primavera.
I see. Maurice's battalion ought to skillfully handle the rest.
However, Maurice picked some pretty talented people to be human sacrifices.
Who did he send to guard the body double?
The young men of the Wild Dogs. They're bred to do anything to earn achievements in their names. That's the perfect sort for this job.
Sacrificing the young, is it? So, this is the pain of sacrificing the young to protect the future of our countrymen. Let us accept it. Rose, I won't run away. This is what it means to fight. What it means to be prepared to be hurt.
Oh God. Is this your apartment?
Thanks a ton, Yuki-chan, for driving me here. Could you wait here just a sec? I got a whole bunch of cleanup in my room.
No. I'm not bothered by that sort of thing at all. And after all, I'm so very interested in learning how hard-boiled, messy, and dirty a single man's life can be. Or else, is there anything else you don't want me to see? Like stuff being left behind by former girlfriends that you just couldn't bear to part with.
No. Nothing like that. But if you go in now, your dreams will definitely be shattered. Please, I'll never ask a favor like this again.
Weren't you the one who wanted us to have a relationship where we show each other everything? You're hiding something, right? Coward.
That coward line really hurts.
There was a sudden sound of screeching brakes, and Alan immediately hid Meishui behind his back. The stop car wasn't an enemy.
Alan! Hey, it's Alan! See, you're alive. I thought you were dead.
Hey there, boss. Sorry, I almost kicked the bucket back there. I've only just recovered.
He was asleep this whole time. Yesterday, he finally regained consciousness.
Oh, is that rumored girlfriend of yours? Well, isn't she a looker? Still, I'm sure Keith will be overjoyed to hear about this. He thought you were dead, so he was totally depressed.
That's right. I got to apologize to Keith. Boss, do you know where Keith is?
Yeah, he's just gonna come back from killing Lee Meiju.
What?
Oh, Keith. He's about to take on a big job today.
A big job?
Would have been great to have your help too. But I'm not such a demon that I make a sick man work. Still glad to see you're doing well. Drop by the usual restaurant when we get the chance. Looks like you're gonna have more time to shine in the near future. Time to start raking it in.
Oh, God. Your superior has quite a villainous face. Well, if he runs a bar, then I guess that face will be coming handy when the going gets tough. What's wrong? You look troubled. No, that's not. Could it be? Oh, Keith? He's about to take on a big job today. It'd have been great to have your help, too. He's putting it together. Looks like you're gonna have more time to shine in the near future. Where are Mage Senators having their meeting today? Oh my god. He's gonna get there just in time to see it. Oh, and she's gonna see her brother die. Oh god. Oh my god. It's at a restaurant called Long Gao. I've been there several times. Their food's pretty good. I guess their only minus is how dark it is.
Meiju-san's in danger! Primavera's gonna kill him! Get us to the restaurant now. They're gonna do something they'll never be able to take back.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't know how long the next chapter is. Oh god. Jeez. How long is the next chapter? Does anyone know, like, roughly, or until this is like, oh god, like, is there a good stopping point after what happens? Oh god. It'll go pretty long. Oh god. Okay, you guys. I am so glad I played this today. Things are really heating up. Oh my god. Next time, on Tuesday, Rose Guns Days. Primavera is about to cross the threshold. You know, this would be a lot more exciting if they hadn't fucking spoiled it. Thanks, Ryukishi, for fucking spoiling what happens. Ah, jeez. God. God damn it. Oh my god, I am just reeling from all this. Next time on Rose Guns Days, we are gonna see what happens if Lee Meiju and the young lord truly die. Oh god, what's gonna happen to Oliver? So until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night, and Tales is still tomorrow. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.